I believe it's 100% better as a whole because, like, you're playing one of your main mans, like Lab and Wise, coming up to 250. Like, me and him were playing back and forth. Even though he's off Xbox, he was coming to PlayStation.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight. We are nearly...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small 4. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. A pass to Porzingis, throws down the alley-oop slam. Two of the hottest teams, Greg, getting together tonight. This is highly anticipated.
And you know what, Kevin? The trick to winning a game like this, force your opponent to play your style of basketball. That could determine who goes home with the W.
I like that. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. The shot's good.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Kleba. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Batum passes to Ibaka. Outside for George. From downtown, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Kleba. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Batum with the steal. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Porzingis. His last outing, he had 18 points. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one fast break. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. They trail by 6. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now, here's Richardson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Leonard. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. He gets it in there. 1:44 left here in the opening quarter. To the wing on the left. Kleba kicks to Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Now here's Beverley. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Can't cash in from close range. Down low, Ibaka. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now here's Batum. He had 13 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And Kleba slams it in.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's George. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. To the paint. Out to Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Beverly. It's a tie game in Dallas. The second quarter coming up right after. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Luke Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Williams. And it's Jackson in at the shooting guard position.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Hardaway dishes to Powell. Back to Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Back to Kennard. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got his first basket.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now here's Brunson. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Williams. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
How about Lou Williams playing through the contact? Nicely done.
Johnson outside. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Doncic is checked in for James Johnson. Here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 5 to shoot. Doncic finds Brunson. And here is Powell over Morris. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Doncic kicks to Brunson. He lobs it up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Cauley Stein. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Morris with the bucket. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you."
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Powell. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Dallas, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Cauley Stein against Beverly. Outside, George. Good on the 13-footer. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The clock runs out. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on. That about wraps it up. Time now for the...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
Here's George. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Batum wide open. He fires.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And it's Doncic missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Leonard attacking over Doncic. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 8 points.
Well, Kawhi Leonard is 230 pounds of nothing but pure strength. What a finish at the rim.
Kleber, the pass to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Out to Doncic. To the left side wing. Porzingis against Ibaka. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside, Batum. Pass to George. Beverly, the pass to George. Pass break, Dallas. Floats it up for Doncic.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And George kicks to Leonard. Ibaka against Porzingis. Beverly wide open. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Richardson, and he makes that one. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Richardson, no luck. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip. For Dallas, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. They now take the lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's George. Second shot opportunity. And Batum kicks to Beverly. George, that's a 2-pointer. And the Clippers miss again.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Now Kleba. Doncic passes to Richardson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Beverly against Doncic. Great D that time from Batum. The Clippers in the lead. Nobody near George. The 3-pointer is right on target. George has got 12 points in the game.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Richardson, the layup off target. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And fourth quarter. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Lou Williams out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the small forward. Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one falls for Brunson. And he makes both free throws. The Clippers shooting 43% from the field. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Pass to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He is putting you in a bind because Lou Williams' passing ability sets up his scoring in the pick and roll.
On the wing, Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. Powell against Zubac. Powell, that's good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. That three off the mark. The Mavericks trail it. Here's Brunson. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Williams against Brunson. Zubac trying to break loose. Williams gets the bucket.
So savvy inside for a player of his size, and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Powell. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Count the basket and the foul. That one's on Johnson.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. That free throw, good from Kennard. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Brunson against Kennard. Feeds it to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Right side, Williams. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Back to Zubac. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that's good. Luke Kennard for three. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he makes the first. And the Mavericks with some changes. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Johnson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Doncic. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Leonard with no one around. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And George kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
George against Richardson. In the corner, it's Kleber. Rebound by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. Again, Leonard missing. Mavericks trail by 6. Zingas high post. Richardson the pass to Kleber. Here's Doncic for Zingas. The layup missed. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Leonard with the bucket.
Well, Kawhi Leonard starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Now Doncic. Zingas high post. Passes it to Finney-Smith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Back to Leonard. Outside for Batum. George looking over the floor. The shot. And Batum gets it to go on the assist by George.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Three-pointer. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
George from deep three-point land. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for...
run by Rocco.
Our next guest is on his way to the championship game in the My Team Unlimited tournament. Ty Debo, welcome to 2K TV once again.
Hey, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
All right, so last year, you lost to Ginsanity. You come back with determination. You're a favorite in this tournament, and you had one tough road. Not only did you have to go through fierce competitors, but you had to go through people like defense to offense and even facing last year's champion, Joe Mark. So what was your feeling on this?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the two-guard spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Ibaka. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Leonard looking over the floor. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Here's Trent. Lillard up top. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Left side, George. And the shot goes in. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Now, here's Covington. Pass to Trent. Portland moving the ball around. Now Lillard. From deep. Trailblazers keep it alive. Good.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Leonard attacking.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Trent. Good on the triple.
And you can make a coach panic when you take a 3 on the break, but as a good shooter with nobody on him, he's got to take that shot.
And here's George for 3. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Covington against Batum. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Nobody near George. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Finished off the break.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
Beverly, the pass to George. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. They recover it. Leonard against Covington. Ibaka dishes to Leonard. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Tough to win games like that on the road, even with all the great work they did.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Covington kicks to Cantor. Leonard with the steal. 1:09 left in the first quarter of the game.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Rebound by Williams.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. George looking around. Lays it up off the glass. George has got his second basket of the game.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And that one, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
George with the ball. Cantor covering. Zubac the pass to George. Back to Zubac. Clock at 6. Down low. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. It's 2-on-1. Here's Hood. A putback. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
I'm training every summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Rodney Hood, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at point guard. Kanter. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Hood finds Lillard. Here's Kanter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Cantor's got 6.
Improving as a distributor, it helps when Hood tries to share it like this.
Stripped it away. Three-pointer, Lillard. Pass to Simons. Out to the right wing. Here's Kanter. And at last, they get one to fall. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Williams kicks to Morris. Williams against Lillard. Williams passes to Zubac. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Lillard left side. Anthony dishes to Lillard. But they get it back. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So, for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And that one's good, Lillard.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Jackson finds Morris. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 5. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And so they foul intentionally. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Jackson. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Sinks the three-pointer. Beverly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence. And his scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Batum wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range. And now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead. Lillard fires away from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Morris passes to George. Out to Ibaka. Beverly looking around. And there's the pass to Batum. And he hits it to tie the game up. Batum's got 5.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Anthony dishes to Lillard. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Looking to end his cold spell. Moves back up. Cantor's shot is off.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Feeds it to Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by George. He's got 8.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And for Portland, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Lillard fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
Back to Beverly. Morris against Cantor. Morris inside. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Tipped away. Stolen by Cantor. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Anthony leading the charge.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. $11 left to play in the first half. Outside for George. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. And that's all we have for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Lillard. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Batum. And it's Leonard in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
George double teamed. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Ibaka slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great. Back to Covington. Batum with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Then Leonard with the dunk.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. On the wing, Jones. The three. Sinks the triple. Trent's got 6.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
George double-teamed. Back to Beverly. Cantor against Ibaka. The dish to George. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from George. Lillard with no one around. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Hood's checked in for Portland. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And it's Lillard missing.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Here's Leonard. Passes to Zubac. Jackson in the corner. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
Leonard on the wing, covered by Hood. Leonard against Hood. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Williams in for Jackson.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Hood can't get it to go. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Leonard attacking the kick out to Williams. Back to Leonard. That one goes in.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Here's Jones. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 4. Williams with a clean look. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Jones drives in, and Jones slams it in.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's George. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Clippers on top. They're up. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, you got to give a little more.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. Oh, Covington in position.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
Outside for George. He feeds it to Ibaka. Kept alive. The kick out to Williams. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Jones, great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Williams passes to Beverly. Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, and when the game is tight, you can see why they go to him. And by the way, where was the defense on that play?
Ibaka with the ball. Now Covington defending. Ibaka goes in. Here's George. The shot comes out, and it's Portland the other way. And here's the fast break. Second chance shot. Count it, and the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. George double teamed. Stolen by Cantor. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And here's George for 3. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Batum.
I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the ball.
And Lillard gets it to go.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Ibaka. Out to Morris. Outside Batum. George up top. Trying to get open is Ibaka. A nice shot by George.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Cantor from 11 feet away. And that's good off the glass that time. And that's 10 points for Enes Kanter. Clippers trail by 6. Beverly finds Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. The shot by George, no good. And here's Portland. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's Lillard missing. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Batum dishes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
Here's Lillard. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by George. Here's Beverly. And good that time. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
Just the silky shot from Beverly. He's so good at hitting these important shots.
Here's Lillard from deep three-point range. It's money from deep.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
George passes to Batum. Kicks to Beverly. Back to Batum. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Marcus Morris. And Portland with a change here too. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And it's Lillard missing. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
From deep. Oh, and he drills it. He drills it.
Can you say range? Can you say range?
Yeah.
The deep three from George. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at Portland, they're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, there's the Mavericks, just a couple spots back.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and, you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Lillard open and close and nails it. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up. Clark, is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now, here's Lillard. 35 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Here's Doncic following the score by Damian Lillard. Doncic looking it over. Here's Porzingis, and stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. And again, it's Portland converting.
Well, I tell you what, that's Covington's game now. He's really thinking shot before he catches it.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, stolen by Cantor. Here's Covington. Porzingis with the block. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And the shot goes down.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. That's how you take advantage of the turnover.
Lillard from deep three-point land. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Lillard fires away from way outside. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now here's Jones. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Here's Lillard. Cantor. It's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Lillard against Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Porzingis. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Dallas making a switch here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Dallas again missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Cantor. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks leading. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 6 points. Here's Simons. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Passes it to Cantor. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Kicks it out to Johnson. Dallas moving it around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to a spot and then make the defense compromise.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. The feed to Covington. Back to Anthony. Out to Hood. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Powell. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Anthony, also Robert Covington out there. Derek Jones is out there with Hood, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Anthony against Powell. Left side Covington. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Brunson. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Hardaway finds Cauley Stein. Over Hood. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Anthony dishes to Jones. Kicks it out to Covington. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Johnson outside. The pass to Brunson. Back to Powell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
So both teams changing it up here. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Here's Doncic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And here is Doncic after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Pass to Finney-Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Trent can't hit. Mavericks leading by 8. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Here's Trent. Richardson cover. Here's Hood. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now here's Porzingis. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Here's Finney-Smith. 8-point game. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis passes to Richardson.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
Lillard looking around from outside the arc. That one doesn't go. And so it's Dallas ahead by.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 9 points. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Kleber against Covington. And Kleber slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Nobody near Lillard. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 13 points. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Johnson finds Cauley-Stein. Now Doncic. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Simons, the pass to Canner. Out to Hood. From past the arc. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 16.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Johnson, the pass to Cauley Stein. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Mavericks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Dwight Powell's checked in for James Johnson. Back to Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got 8.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Here's Cantor. Sinks that one from the post. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Brunson finds Cauley Stein. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Doncic from the arc. Here's Powell. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. 10 points for him.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game. And I think he's only going to get better down there.
Offline. And so it's Dallas taking a 19-point lead into. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now, here's Richardson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Richardson against Lillard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Cantor checked in for Anthony Simons. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Lillard from deep three-point land, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. That one falls. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Mavericks leading by 14. Outside Hardaway, pass to Finney-Smith. To the inside. To the right side. Kleber kicks to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's Richardson on the wing. Shoots over Lillard. Richardson, no luck.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Lillard way outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. The Mavericks also with a sub. Doncic is checked in. On the wing, Hardaway. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Richardson up top. Over to the left wing. Kleba finds Richardson, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And how about the toughness of Cantor? Outstanding at keeping his composure and just finding a way to capitalize.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
Three terrific kids. You're right. And a deep three from Lillard. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Kicks it out to Richardson. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Jones. They grabbed their own miss. Porzingis laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside. Lillard's got 21 in the game. For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And after losing the first of this 4-game series, they've gotten their revenge here tonight, guys, evening things up 1 apiece with 2 left to play against the Trailblazers.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Lillard misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
guard would you say came in the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Batum, good. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's George. The Mavericks making the shot. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
And the pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Porzingis against Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Here's Doncic. Hits the close-range jumper.
Man, it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Porzingis. Paul George making his last shot. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Batum.
Such a hounding defender. Beverly timing the steal and initiating the break.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
The shot by George, no good.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Out to Doncic. Back to Richardson. Over Beverly. Kleber up top. Pass to Finney Smith. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Pull up Jay. And it's Beverly missing. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Doncic. No good from Finney Smith. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Beverly, the pass to Batum. Back to Beverly. Pass to Ibaka. 14 feet away. That one misses. And it's Dallas the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Williams kicks to George. Clock is at 3. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. George has got 6.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
On the wing, Johnson. Powell against Zubac. Powell in the high post. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Dallas with it. Clock at 4. Johnson can't get it to go. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, George drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Brunson against George. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals.
And here's Morris for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Paul George, he's been the guy making... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Zubac. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hardaway against Jackson. Basket counts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Now here's Jackson after Luka Doncic's miss. Morris looking over the floor. Williams in the post. Brunson covering. The 9-foot shot. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Luka Doncic. Richardson outside. Back to Brunson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Shoots from the block. Jackson, that's good.
The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
The Mavericks trailing. On the wing, Johnson. The dish to Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. Here's Richardson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jackson finds Williams. It's not going to go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now here's Williams. 17 points for him last game against Memphis. On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Johnson. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I mean, in transition, Josh Richardson is fast with or without the ball in his possession.
Williams against Brunson. Count it. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Here is Williams. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. And he gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Nobody near George. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Mavericks leading by 3. 44 seconds left in the first half. Powell against Zubats. Doncic passes to Powell. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. And here's George for 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Here's Finney-Smith. Makes it off the glass.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie John, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now the pass to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. And he comes up with the deuce. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Outside, George. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Outside for George. Ring shot on the way. The second chance effort. Here's Ibaka. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Here's Brunson. From down in the low post, it goes.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Kennard finds Williams. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pass to Brunson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Morris. Leonard with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Kawhi with the 3, showing he's able to stretch the floor more and more.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Luke Kennard. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Powell kicks to Doncic. Brunson against Williams. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Brunson's got 6. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Johnson outside. 46 seconds left to play in the third. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis, he's checked in for Johnson. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Williams passes to Zubac. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the shot is good. 6 points for him.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Pulls from the top of the key. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks out in front by 17 points at the end of the... Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's see what he had to say.
Best thing we got is just keep the ball moving.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Ivica Zubac. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway with it. George picks him up. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Leonard with the steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Passes it to Powell. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The first one falls. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Clippers trail by 17. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Richardson outside. Kleber with it. Back to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Inside. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard's got... Oh! Wow!
He went...
That was nice.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Porzingis is doubled. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Right wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Doncic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers trail by 15. The 3 from George. Keeps it alive. And Ibaka is right there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. It's stolen by Ibaka. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. And here's Beverley. Ibaka outside. Leonard finds Ibaka. Doncic against Batum. Ibaka, no luck.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Kleber. Richardson left side. Tries again. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's George for 3. Drills it from outside.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kleba. It's Richardson on the wing. They need this one. No good on that one. George with the defensive effort. Dishes it to Ibaka. Outside, Batum. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
44 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Doncic. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Leonard inside. Passes it to Beverly. The 3 from George. Porzingis with the rebound. From deep three-point range, again the miss by the Mavericks. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A narrow win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
Splash got the trash talking, man.
I believe it's me by a large margin.
Hi, everyone. Time to get... And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 guard. And now Portland on the break. He dishes it to Covington. Pass to Lillard. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Kanter, and Kanter able to finish.
And it's not a secret. Kanter is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Now, here's George. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Here's Trent. Paul George making his last shot. And Kanter throws it down.
The sheer strength of Kanter really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
George passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Lillard dishes to Kanter. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Kanter's got 6.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Beverley looking around. And it's off from 3-point range. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lillard the pass to Kanter. That gives them the lead. 8 points for him.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And Beverley kicks to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here we go. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Well, Kanter with a hustle play there, making more of an effort to beat the defense down the floor in transition.
From deep, George. And Jones pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Covington into the lane. Here's Kanter. Gets a hand on it. And Covington stays with it.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Bucket is good.
The strength from Patrick Beverley is impressive. Takes the punishment. I don't think he minds it one bit and still converts.
Trent passes to Lillard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Good on the shot.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
On defense, the Trailblazers, Paul George making his last shot. Beverley the pass to Ibaka. Clock at 6. George, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got his second basket. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. On the wing, George. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Hits it from three-point range.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Beyond the arc. No good. Here's Jones. It's been all about Enes Kanter for the Portland Trailblazers. He got to double digits for the quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where things are.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Marcus Morris. Lou Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, patrolling the paint. To the middle. Zubac, the pass to Kennard. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Portland leading by 7. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Williams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
High post, Zubac. Williams in the post, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
So good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Deep 2 from Anthony, and it's good off the back rim and in. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Back to Williams. The pass to Carmelo. Kanter kicks to Anthony. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Williams. Kennard on the wing. A putback, and Williams is right there. Williams has got 6 points. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Poke loose, taken away by Williams. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Jackson.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Passes to Simons. Portland moving the ball over. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, he hunts them down, but it will take Melo just a few shots to catch fire, and the defense better be aware of it.
Williams. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A shot by Anthony, no good. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Zubats. Jackson looking it over. Here's Morris. Over in the corner, Zubats. Kennard, the pass to Zubats. 5 on the clock. Back to Kennard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Back to Lillard. Trains it from beyond the arc. He has 7.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Outside, George. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Clippers trail by 10.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
It's hauled in by Beverly.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Stolen by Beverly. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat. Up. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for a stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds. And that's all we have.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Dennis Cantor is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Lillard, right side. Inside. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What's up?
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverly doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Trent, defended by George. Pass to Trent, outside, Jones. Over in the corner, Lillard.
just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Beverly, the pass to George. Portland grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Covington. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game, 1 in each half.
The feed now to Cantor. Here's Trent. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. On the clock. Lillard against George. And it's Lillard missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
That doesn't go either for George. Trailblazers leading by 3. Down low. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Lillard. Takes a 3. They get it again. And the shot goes in. Cantor's got 14.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Beverly finds George. George double teamed. To the inside. Covington with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Here's George, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Just 1 year in college for Paul George, and then made the transition to the NBA, and all the talk was about what it is we're seeing now. A very capable two-way player and all-star caliber talent.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Over Williams. Excellent D there from Williams.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Outside for George. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George, can get it going from distance.
Pass to Simons. Lillard way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hood. 34 seconds left to play in the third. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Lou Williams.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
And the basket by Lillard.
And right now, I don't think he could hit a barn the way he shot this quarter. How about 2 of 10?
Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. Leonard on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
Lillard way outside. Misses there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Trailblazers up 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with it. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Williams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Leonard. It's good. This game is all even.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
And a deep three from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And the layup falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Leonard inside, covered by Hood. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Morris into the lane. Here's George. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lillard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter. Williams against Lillard. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Lou Williams.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 19 points.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams.
Well, there's a poison apple scenario there. Cantor with the polished up fake. If you bite, you lose.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers trail by 7. George, that's a 2-pointer. And that one hits back iron.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
The pass to Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ibaka finds Leonard. Count it.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Lillard against Beverley. Lillard, the pass to Trent. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard from outside. Goes back up. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No good. Shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. And a deep 3 from George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Trailblazers leading by 4. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lillard's got 24 points. Leonard inside. Anthony on him. And Ibaka kicks to Batum. Here's Beverley. lays it up and banks it in.
Beverly excellent at getting a bucket when the team needs it, stepping up that time.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and the Trailblazers another three. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. George looking over the floor. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Second shot opportunity, and it's Ibaka getting it to go.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Anthony left side. The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor, the pass to Trent. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And a deep three from George. Can't connect. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett.
community grow in the best way possible. Yeah, I can't wait to get to it.
There it is. I can't wait for this series on March 6th. I know the whole community is going to be tuned in to watching you two compete. Thank you so much. Congratulations and best of luck.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A stunning view of the moon over our almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings out west. You look at Portland, they're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins. And of course, there's the Mavericks. They're 9th best in the conference.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington. He's out there with Derek Jones. Damian Lillard out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Kanter's shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Richardson, and he lays it straight in. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Lillard looking around. And the shot goes down.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Doncic bounce pass. Porzingis finds Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Passes it to Kleber. 5 on the clock. Porzingis trying to get free. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. There's the lob to the hoop. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Doncic passes to Kleber. Richardson kicks to Kleber. Porzingis high post. Out to Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Kleber. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Anthony, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Dallas leading by 3.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Richardson the pass to Johnson. Stolen by Cantor. To the paint. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Jones.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
On the wing, Hardaway. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Here's Simons. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony.
You see, to me, guys, for Tim Hardaway Jr., there's still another level for him to reach. He has proven that he can be a big-time scorer. To me now, it's about consistency and doing it night after night after night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for James Johnson. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simons. Nails the baby hook. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Left side, Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Stolen by Cantor. And now Jones running the floor all by him. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Mavericks ahead, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his future plan.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Very good presence of mind by Cantor right there. Good at taking contact and finishing through it.
Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Back to Hardaway. Down low. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Powell. Portland grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Here's Simons. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Dallas shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. The Trailblazers shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
The shot by Powell, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Anthony with the bucket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Powell finds Brunson. High arcing shot. He lays it in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Wood on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Brunson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Brunson's got his second bucket.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Simons, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Hood against Hardaway. Stolen by Cantor. And now Portland on the break. Moving it up. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Covington's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to Powell. Brunson scanning the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And a wide open look for Hood. They get the rebound. Here's Cantor. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Finney Smith passes to Powell. Cauley Stein against Cantor. Out to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Cauley Stein. Hardaway trying to free himself up.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw good from Anthony. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And both free throws good for Anthony.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Out to the right wing. Kleba finds Porzingis. Richardson outside. That's tipped. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. With 1 on the clock, and Doncic lays it in. 6 points for him.
Just another way. Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that's going to do it for our halftime show.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Trent in at shooting guard. Mavericks trail by 4. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Here's Kleba. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Finney Smith, defended by Jones. Kicks it out to Richardson. Yes, and the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Jones kicks to Lillard. Block at 6. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Again the miss by Lillard. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Kleber against Covington. Doncic outside for the lead, and the layup is up and in. Doncic has got 10 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lillard outside. Count that bucket.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Pass to Finney Smith. In the corner, it's Richardson. Passes it to Finney Smith. Richardson left side. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. James Johnson's checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switch here also for Portland. Hood's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
A pass to Porzingis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with a nice finish.
Lillard from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Hood comes in with the double team. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Now he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Trailblazers trail by 3. Out to the right wing. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. It's good on the putback.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Pass to Brunson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Brunson's got 8.
And now this game's taken on a whole new field since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Hardaway. Luka Doncic out there with James Johnson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. It's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. It'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Simons, the pass to Lillard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. From 12 feet out, and another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lillard up top. Brunson covering. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Dallas leading by 3. Brunson the pass to Doncic. To the middle. Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. Over Hood. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Now, here's Lillard. Johnson with the block. One-on-one fast break. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. From beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 23 points.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Out left of the wing. Brunson against Lillard. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Lillard outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. Mavericks leading by 4. Brunson the pass to Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. And Brunson has it in the corner. Cauley-Stein finds Brunson. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Trailblazers trail by 5. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And the Trailblazers another 3.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time 3.
Doncic bounce pass. Cauley-Stein in the post. He's against Cantor. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Lillard way outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Cauley-Stein. Good. And it's Johnson with the assist that time.
How about the timing. Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Hood kicks to Lillard. On deep. He can't hit that time.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Back to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Misses in close. Outside Hood. Anthony finds Canner. Back to Anthony. And here's Hood. Lillard fires away from way outside. Off target with the open look. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was up for grabs. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.